With your deck in the upright position, you have the backrest open and positioned on number 1, and the deck raised up into its high position. Beauty of the deck is that you can move from one exercise to the next very quickly. Here we're starting with our dumbbells and performing a shoulder press. We are resting against the backrest. We'll begin with our hands just below our chin at shoulder height. We're working our tricep muscles and the muscles in our shoulders. We want to make the movement smooth and controlled, bearing in mind that this exercise works in both directions. So you push up and then slowly lower back down to the start position. You're aiming to do between 10, 15 and 20 repetitions. And you want to make sure that you do all those smooth and controlled. Now, without having to change the position of the deck at all, we move on to the opposing muscles, which are the biceps. So we're sitting against the backrest with our elbows tucked in tight to our body, keeping our head still. We curl up using the muscles of the biceps at the front of the arm. This exercise is a front raise. The objective is to lift the dumbbells up in front of you to around about head height. You keep the movement nice and smooth. Keep your head still, your chest slightly lifted, your feet flat on the floor. The exercise is working predominantly the muscles in the front of your shoulders, which are called the deltoids. Also some muscles around your neck and your upper back. Now, whenever you're using weights, it's important to keep things safe and effective. So if you feel that you're starting to get tired and you've lost the quality of movement, that's the time to stop. The last 4 or 5 repetitions are going to be the toughest ones, but you want to make sure you keep the quality of movement the same all the way through. Generally, when you work one side at a time, you're going to find you get a little bit of rotation going through the body. Now that means that you're actually going to be recruiting muscles that go across the torso as well as those that go up and down. So it's always good to try and get in some single arm work as well as the double arm work. From our 70-degree backrest, we now want to move it down to the 45-degree position. By moving the backrest, it basically means that we're able to recruit different sets of muscles. So from there, we can now move into the chest press position. Now the chest press not only works the chest, but it also works your triceps at the back of your arms. And also, when we have it in this position, the muscles in the top of your shoulders. So it's an excellent exercise for anybody who's trying to improve or maintain their posture. Your abdominals are pulled in. You're never holding your breath, so you keep breathing smoothly and consistently. And the objective is to try and get a full range of motion. So push those dumbbells all the way up until your arms are just about straight. Now, changing the position of the deck can significantly change the muscles that we're actually working in any given exercise. The deck has 16 different configurations, so by changing the backrest and the leg position, we're able to get a completely different angle out of the bench. So for this next exercise, we have a chest fly. What we're aiming to do is make the movement smooth and even all the way through, bearing in mind that the muscles are working on the down phase as well as the up. As you can see, we've got a slight bend in our elbow and we're taking the dumbbells down to approximately chest height. You're aiming for between 10 and 20 repetitions, and you want to keep it smooth and controlled throughout every single one of them. Now, without having to do any adjustment to the deck, we move on to the bent over fly. What you need to do is sit yourself right on the end of the deck and position your feet so there's enough space for the dumbbells to fit between the back of your feet and the actual deck. From there, you try to rest your chest down on your thighs, and then you lift up the weights. Now, it's very tempting to push with your feet. You want to avoid that. You want to make the movement smooth and controlled. Only lift the weights as far as you can go before you lose that quality of movement. It's not about the speed, it's about being controlled. When you finish, you can simply return the deck back to its starting position.